After doing a lot of research about the skincare and different skincare brands, I've come across 5 top things that skincare brands do not want you to know. And guess what? I am decoding it for you guys today. And before we get started, if we are meeting for the first time, hi guys, I am Chitranshi. I make skincare and beauty related videos on this channel. If you're somebody who is interested in it, definitely subscribe to this channel and let's get started. Very first thing that your skincare brand or any brand from skincare industry would not like you to know is your ingredient list. So whenever you buy a new skincare product, whenever you are impressed with a skincare product, make sure that you check its ingredient list. That is super important because let me tell you one thing, that whatever the ingredient list specifies, the top 5 ingredients mentioned in that list are something which makes up that particular product. Another quick fact here is that whenever you buy a skincare product, basically the ingredient list is written in the decreasing amount of concentration. So that means the first ingredient which you have up on the list, it is present in the huge amount in the product, and the last ingredient is almost present in the negligible amount in the product. So make sure you check the first 5 ingredients to judge whether the product is made for your skin type and it will suit your skin type or not. For example, suppose if a brand is marketing its product saying that we have vitamin C in our product, so make sure that you check first 5 ingredients and check out for the vitamin C in those ingredients. Suppose if the vitamin C is present down at 9th or 10th or 12th number on the list, that means it's present in such a low concentration that it is not effective at all. It will not be effective. The brand is just using the products, basically the ingredients name to sell out the product, and that is the marketing strategy of a brand. So that's the first thing your skincare brands do not want you to know. The second thing is about the facial cleansers or the face wash. I'm sure you guys get impressed by the products present in the face wash, but let me just break a myth for you. Let me just bust out a myth for you guys that facial cleansers are on our face for like not more than 2 minutes, right? So the ingredients present in those facial cleansers will not result in something they promise for. So there's no facial cleanser, there's no face wash which reduces your dark spots or which might help you out with the pigmentation. So I guess that's something which you might not be aware of, because what happens is, since you need to give ingredients the time to work on your skin, that is not the case with facial cleansers. So any facial cleanser that you buy will never help you out with the pigmentation or dark spots or dark marks or scars on it, because it is given such a low amount of time that the skin is not able to absorb those ingredients and to let them work. Another thing regarding the face washes that you should be aware of, that make sure that it should not have sodium lauryl sulfate in it. Sodium lauryl sulfate is really bad for your skin because that is something which is also present in the dishwashing liquids. And why? Because the action what it does is it helps clean out the dirt, to clean out the grease, and this is not something which we need for our face. It's really harsh, it's really harmful. You should go for gentle cleansers which do not have high amount of irritants in it, high amount of foaming, like it should not be too foaming. There are face washes which might not contain sodium lauryl sulfate, so look out for those products. Look out for something which is gentle, which is mild, which is soothing, which is hydrating, because that is what we need for our skin. We do not need harsh products. Third point on my list is regarding the facial wipes, basically the wet facial wipes. So I'm pretty sure that everybody gets attracted to these lazy hacks that you should always have a wet wipes near your bed, in your skincare cupboard, in your car. But guys, using facial wipes daily on your face will cause friction. It is going to harm your skin, and we have a lot of brands promoting the facial wipes these days. Using a makeup remover wipe on your face daily is really bad for your skin. I will suggest not do that until unless it's really necessary. Please get up and wash your face. Getting a clean skin doesn't come easy, so you have to take care of it. Do not be lazy with your skincare regime. That is really important. Once in a while it's fine, everybody feels lazy every now and then, but do not make it a habit to use your facial wipes or to use makeup remover wipes daily. And Another point to add to this is, since these since these wipes are wet, since these makeup remover wipes are dampened, a lot of preservatives are added to them to keep them from molding, which is not at all great for sensitive skin type. And even if you start using daily, it's not good for your skin. If you do not have sensitive type, then also it's not good, because the alcohol in huge quantity is bad for any skin type. So yeah, I think that's one habit which needs to change. You need to go away with this habit. And if it is not a good enough reason to, stop this habit, let me give you another reason for that. The wet wipes, or these wipes, are made up of polyester, cotton, rayon, and these materials which are not very easy to degrade. So if you're using a wet wipe every night, just see the amount of non-biodegradable waste you are producing. So let's just not be lazy for a minute and wash our face and protect our skin and earth from all this damage that is not necessary. Another thing which your skincare brands or makeup brands do not want you to know is about the SPF. There are a lot of brands which are coming up with the concept of SPF, that we have 15 SPF in this foundation, we have the 15 SPF in this blush. But guys, let me tell you, it's just not worth it. Spending extra penny for this just for the sake of this SPF, it's not worth it. And let me give you a reason why. So whenever you use the sunscreen for sun protection, you have to use a good amount of sunscreen under your makeup, because that is what protects us from the sun. It is advised that minimum 30 SPF is required for your skin protection. So first, 15 SPF is not enough. Second, the brands which say that we have 15 SPF in foundation, just imagine the quantity of foundation that you put on your face. Compared to a sunscreen, it's really less, plus it's not even evenly spread on your face. So saying that a makeup product has SPF 15 is just a market strategy, because imagine you will never be able to use that much amount of foundation on your face which can give you a proper sun protection. So make sure that you wear 30 SPF under your makeup, because sun protection is real, sun damage is real, and you really need a dedicated sunscreen. No other product can replace a sunscreen. So spending extra amount of money on this point is not good. This is just a marketing strategy. Fifth point on my list is detoxing. Yes, that is very important. The skincare brands will always emphasize that you should use this product daily and always this and that, but I suggest that every once in a while leave your skin as it is, let it detox, let it work on its own, because your skin knows how to do its work. And having said that, I do not say that you detox your skin during the daytime, because that is absolutely necessary that you stock up your skin with sunscreen, because sun damage is real, sun protection is real. So do not go without products during the daytime, but at night you can let your skin repair by itself and you can let your skin do its work. So that's very important. These were my 5 points which skincare brands do not want you to know, but make sure you check out for these 5 points which I have told you, because they are very important and it will save you a lot of money. So yes, and on this very note, we are going to end this video right here. Before you leave, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, because I keep creating such content. And if you found this helpful, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, like this video before leaving, and let me know in the comment section below if you have any other point to highlight about the skincare brands. Let's talk about that. So mention it in the comment section below. Another thing which you can do is I'm also available on Instagram with handle chitranshi.me. You can follow me there for more recent, more quick and daily updates. Also, if you have any specific query, you can DM me on Instagram. I make sure that I reply to every message and comment that I get. And this is all I have to say in this video. Alright guys, bye for now. I'll see you again very soon with another video. Bye!